This is the Iron Trader and TGIF. Wow, this has been just an absolute fantastic trading week here. I got 1 day left. Okay, so as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, and at natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not recognized to buy selling stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Bitcoin daily chart. Let me bigger up for you right here. Now, just before we get started here, Apple had their numbers come out yesterday, and that stock was kind of was holding down there at well, it was down like 3 points, 4 points, and then all of a sudden when they had the earnings call on what they're going to do forward, the stock popped up $10. I hope you got in on that. I'm all out of the trade now. I still have a long position, but my trading position there on Apple now is gone. Now, what you always have to look at is always just remember, it's not the news that matters. It's always the reaction to it. Because when you look at Apple's numbers, they kind of like missed. They're kind of like blah, 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 like wah, wah, wah. Nothing that great, but the guidance going forward, what they're going to do going forward, that was the key. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Now, yesterday here, we had a nice rally up here, and it got as high as 106,570. So you say, why did it stop there? All you have to do is look to the left of the chart here. What do you see? 106,575. Okay, so you came within $5 of that. Okay, so everything you really need to know here about resistance and where it's going is right here and right here. Okay, that's on the upside. On the downside, we watched the 21-day to 50-day, and the candles are right over on this right here. Okay, so basically, I should say we went up to that 106,570. Now, so you can see today we have what they call an inside day, which is the price is within the high and low of the previous day. So what we want to do is we want to watch that key 106,570 now. And then again, if we can get above that here, we have a level right here of 106,615, and then we can come up here. You have 107,100, and then we have 107,485. Now, always look at this candle right here. This is 106,960. So everything is right here. That's exactly what you need. That's why she stopped there yesterday at 106,570. Came in within $5 of that. Okay, so right now what we have is a good sideways action. But what we have here is a series of higher lows and higher highs, which is also very nice. We can break through that, then realistically, we're going to be looking to the top of that candle, that 107,485 level. That's what we're going to be looking at. And then we can get all the way up to the top of here at 108,475, and then 108,960, and then your big retest up here of 11,150. Then we have to see what the reaction is if you get up to this level here. Does it break through, or does it just double top and come right on down? If it breaks through, then you're looking at that 15 to 17,000 area there very, very nicely. Now, here on the downside here, well, again, we want to watch today's low. Okay, you're looking at 104,500, but the key level right here is going to be this 103,658. That's going to be very, very crucial. Now, if that is lost, then you come right to the bottom here, 101,280. Okay, and then we'll come right over here to the bottom here, 100,950. Big numbers, eh? Wow. And then we have here is your 21-day at 100,692, which lines up pretty much right here. Then we have 100,300 on that candle. And then we'll come right down here to this 50-day at 99,024. So everything you need to do for support levels is right here, and for resistance is going to be right here and right here. So if it comes down to this 8-day and holds that 8-day, then you can say, wow, this is a good buying opportunity here to take this longer. Or if it comes yesterday and breaks yesterday's high at that 106,570, well, then I say, well, okay, well, then we can come up to this level, and this level. So always take one level at a time. Just because you close above the 8-day doesn't mean you're going to go right to 11,000 or you got bust out. I'm going to 250. No, you're not. Okay, you might be someday, but not today. Okay, so always take level to level. That's how you make the money, consistent money in trading, not just money, consistent money. Every day you look at Friday your account, you say, holy shit, this actually really works. All right, so RSI here, 58, plenty of room to run. Your green is just pinching with the red here, so this is still looking very, very nicely. But look how where you're way at the bottom, which is always what I like, because then if you can get some momentum going, you can have that spread. And the bigger that spread between the green and the red, then the bigger the move you're going to have going on up here shows that big time momentum. So today, watch that 8-day on the downside. Very, very critical on a closing basis. If we lose that, we follow the candles, but your key level is going to be that 21-day and that 50-day. On the upside, just watch today's high. Okay, that's what you're trading against, 106,570. You crack above, we follow these candles here, and then we just see how far we can actually go. Okay, let's take a look here now at the old crude oil and natty gas. Okay, here we have the old crude scan on the left, and we have natty gas on the right. Let's see what we got here today. Now, yesterday actually, crude oil popped up here in after hours. I usually trade right there till 8 o'clock. Now at Schwab you can do 24 hours on a lot of things there, but I usually like trade till about 8 o'clock. So I'm sitting here in front of the old screen here, and I see all some crude popping up. Well, it did come right over on the info. There is. Trump said he's going to put some tariffs there on China and on Mexico here, maybe starting on this weekend here. So we don't know how this is all going to shake out. So crude oil went up there. Now we do get here in the U.S. Oil from Canada, and we get a lot of things there from Canada. Same way with the Mexico here. But I think that's more of a negotiating tool than is absolute like I'm going to put tariffs on you. You know what I'm saying? It's always negotiating with this guy here. So always just remember that. So anyway, it popped up nicely. It didn't sucker me in there because I trade the charts. Okay, and you can see here if you ain't going to get it past that 8-day, you ain't doing dick. Okay. Now I told you on this 8-day here yesterday, if you watch my video, that is going to be lower. Once you crossing that 200-day and that 21-day, she's going to be lower, and you're going to be forcing this price down. And look where we're going. So let's look at the downside here first. So what you want to do is watch today's low. You got 72.42. Then you want to watch right here 72.33, and then this candle right here at that 72.02, and then here's the big boy at 71.78. That is your 50 SMA. And then we have right below that, we have your 100-day at 71.15. Now, something is going to give here because you got your 8-day slamming down and your 50-day coming up, and you got a wedge going on here. So you're either going to pop above this here, or you're going to break right on down, and then we're going to follow these candles down. Okay, but right now, watch that 50-day and that 100-day on the downside. Those are key levels. Upside, well, obviously here, this right there, that 8-day, 73.76, that's everything, okay? That's everything. So again, if we can get above that, then we come right at the top here, 73.84, yesterday's high. We'll come up here at 74.08. We'll come up to the top of this candle, 74.31 here. And then we start looking at that 200-day, okay, sitting at 74.77. And then we have your 75.02. But you got to get above this. So you're going to have something dramatic. Something's going to have to give here to get above that 8-day. Okay, so whether these tariffs do it or not, maybe puts the tariffs on here and we take crude oil a little bit higher there. But I don't understand. I don't think so there. Now I understand here the U.S. has a lot of oil, but a lot of people don't understand oil. Oil is not oil. Yeah, I know that. I know it's like something at 7 o'clock in the morning, and yes, I am sober. But oil is not oil because, see, United States, what we have is a light sweet crude for gasoline and for products and such. But you need that heavy crude like you get from Saudi Arabia, or even out if you drill out in the Gulf there, and that is for all your heavy stuff, okay? Like your diesel fuels, your airplane jet fuel, and all that. So there are different kinds of crude that's heavy sulfur fuel, a crude which we actually get there from Canada. So always take that in consideration, that the oil is just not, oil. Okay, so you have to have two kinds. You can't just say, okay, drill, baby, drill, but you might have one oil that doesn't do the diesel and the, and the jet fuel and such, and on and on and on kind of situation, all the distillates. Okay, so right now, what you want to do on the upside, just watch that key 8-day. That's going to be very, very critical, and watch that 50-day. That's going to be very critical, and that 100-day. Okay, you can see here RSI coming right on down, looking ugly. This was the cross. I told you had to get short ski. And then right here, I got the short going, and I still got the short going. And I'm going to see how that all going to work out here. Unless we close them back above that 8-day, then I'll take a long and go on up here. But right now, I got the short. If we lose this 50-day and that 100-day, I'll add to the short here because we're going to go much, much lower then. Okay, so we'll probably be right down in that 60 area very easily. Okay, natty gas, you can't get off the schneid here. You can see that. Now, but we're holding this 100-day, okay, 3.048. That's going to be very, very key on a closing basis. Now, we start losing that there, then what you're going to do is you're going to come right over here to the bottom of this candle. Okay, so what you got is you got 2.97. That's your next level, okay, if we lose that 100-day. Okay, and then we're going to come right down here below this. You got 2.94, you got 2.90, and then we have 2.83 level. We want to come down here. You got 2.75, and then we have your 2.68, which lines up very, very nicely here with your 2.677 on your 200 SMA here. But realistically, you lose that 100-day. The odds of going to that 200-day are pretty damn good. That's where you're going to be headed towards. Okay, so upside here, well, you want to watch today's high. You're looking at 3.11 level, okay? Then we come up here, looking at 3.19, and then we look at yesterday's high at 3.24. There's your gap. And then look to the bottom of that candle, 3.36. There's your fill. Your gap, your fill, that's going to provide strong resistance if it goes up here. And then we have your 50-day right above that. Now look at the 8-day. Crossed over to 21-day. Looking to cross over to 50-day. This is looking very, very bearish kind of a situation. Plus, now winter kind of situation is over. You know what I'm saying? And, you're going looking forward to the springtime here. So I don't see anything like right now as a trade. But Mitch, remember, he's the old T-man. He's firing up the old LNGs here. He's getting those pipelines going. And so natural gas could be a big time player here. But again, this is why you trade the charts. Don't have any kind of a guessing. The same way with the crude ski, that 8-day, that 50-day. Don't guess, trade the charts. Okay, I'll be back here midday trading. We'll take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas, and then we'll see what else we have in the old mix. Now, again, the old TQQ is running up very, very nicely, up a couple points there today. Tesla's kind of like a flat. Now, remember, we have earnings on Google on the 3rd and Amazon there on the 6th. So just keep those in mind here as far as any kind of a tech place. Okay, trade was in front of you. Now what you want.